Hi everyone, this is Sean. Welcome back to my channel. I just finished an 8-hour training day. I also finished just making another video. I spent about 12 to 14 minutes on that video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about how to deal with a suspicious package as a private security officer. I read all the comments, and somebody commented that they wanted some more information on dealing with suspicious packages. So this is not legal advice, this is not professional advice, this is just Sean's personal opinion. And some things that I say might go against your SOPs, your standard operating procedures. So don't only take my word with a grain of salt. That's it. When in doubt, please consult with your SOPs, consult with your supervisor, consult with the owner of the security company, consult with law enforcement. I, in this video, don't represent any of those. Nobody. So let's get started. If you've been in security for some time, you probably responded somewhere regarding a suspicious package, suspicious purse, backpack. What I want you to do is differentiate between a suspicious package and lost property. Because sometimes your backpack that's in the hallway of your place of business, your post, that's lost property. That's not a suspicious package. Now, I can't train you on what the difference is because I don't know your work environment. You have to look at your work environment. Establish a baseline. What is normal? And then what is not normal? What is normal is your baseline, and what is not normal are the anomalies. If there's an anomaly, then you have a suspicious package, and that has to be dealt with differently. Now, there's a third tier. If there is a suspicious package that is in combination with a criminal threat, okay, you have a little bit more than a suspicious package. You have a possible bomb threat, possible explosive threat. You have something that could be a real criminal threat. So if an employee is fired, 2 weeks later, there's a backpack. Oh, I'm sorry, employee is fired. Okay, and this employee says, "You're never going to hear the end of me. Just watch. Something's going to happen, and you are all going to be shocked. You just wait and see what happens. You're not going to be able to sleep for the rest of your life if you're having a lively time. Everybody is going to be shocked, including the role." Now, notice everything that I just mentioned, that's not typically a criminal threat. This is one of your unveiled threats. Would a criminal investigator or law enforcement officer, would they have enough probable cause to make an arrest? I would argue probably not. Probably not. There has to be a lot more context. And this is how a lot of these people are getting away with these veiled threats, is they're not clear. They're not clear, they're not convincing. So it's really in the gray area of whether or not this violates the law. And that's how we operate, you guys, a lot of times, unfortunately. Now, if we have some type of suspicious backpack that's out of the ordinary, or a bag or a box, and we had that unveiled or that veiled threat, not unveiled, I keep mixing the words, you guys. Don't mix up the words. Veiled threat. We had that veiled threat that came in 2 weeks ago. That is a suspicious package, and it requires probably law enforcement. So I know that a lot of you don't want to call law enforcement for everything. And if you keep doing that, they're not going to take you seriously. I know how some of you feel, and I know some of you don't care. But if you keep calling them you keep calling law enforcement for activity where you can handle yourself, you keep doing it constantly, every time you call them, they're not going to show up as fast. They're not going to take you as serious. Again, that's just my personal opinion, not reflecting on my place of employment, but just speaking on general terms. Okay? Should you just open up the backpack? It depends, you guys. If it's lost property, then sometimes I'll take it somewhere. If there's nothing else attached to it, no suspicious behavior with anybody. It's not a criminal. There's no criminal threat a week ago or a couple hours ago or a day before. Sometimes I'll take this backpack to an area where there's a deep ditch, and I'll put the backpack in there and I'll poke around with a stick. Some of you are saying, well, wait a minute, if you don't believe it's suspicious or it's not an explosive, why would you put it so far away from everyone else? Well, just in case. There's always that just in case. Guys, I could say right now, don't touch any backpack. If you ever see a box at your post, don't open it, call law enforcement. I can make a video called just call law enforcement. The channel could be called just law enforcement. You see a suspicious person on the premises, call law enforcement. Somebody cuss you out, call law enforcement. Somebody who's speeding on the property, call law enforcement. You ran out of toilet paper and you need to wipe your ass, call law enforcement to help you. You see what I mean? It just gets... The whole concept is it's just try too much. There would be no purpose of having a channel if for every situation we call law enforcement. And I'm talking about all the other channels as well. If every single time if you have an argument with somebody, we're gonna call law enforcement, then let's just shut all the security channels down. Now, I'm just speaking as an individual, not on behalf of all the security channels. The reason, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys, the reason why you follow me and other channels is to get input, to get different perspective from private security professionals, right? You want an additional perspective on things. That most of the time, a perspective that relates to your job. And sometimes you want answers on how to deal with situations. Imagine there's a channel out there that doesn't give you no tips on how to deal with situations. But why even follow some of those channels? And every security channel out there offers some type of tip. Okay? So, is taking a backpack to a secluded area to check on it, is it a bad idea? Hey guys, if you think it's a bad idea, I respect your thoughts, but I'm being honest with you. That's just something that I have done. Once in a 23-year period, the bomb squad was actually activated on a suspicious package situation, and they gave the package a small charge of explosives and they blew it up. It's pretty cool. I had my partner, the explosive technician was a cool guy, and he let my partner press the button. Pretty neat. That was cool. But that was one time. Okay. Hospitals, guys. I work security hospitals. I've had the most stupidest people on these premises. I had one guy that tried to be Mr. Good Guy grab a suspicious backpack from the parking lot and bring it in the lobby. You stupid. Who does that? Another circumstance, I had a guy drive 3 miles to where I was at, 3 freaking miles to where I was at, and bring this suspicious package that had wires in it to me. Instead of just calling for help over there, brings it to me. Why? Why to me? If you're gonna blow something up, never mind. I'm not even gonna mention that. I'm gonna get slapped by Big Brother, Big Tech. I'm not gonna say nothing here, but you guys get it. There's some very stupid people out there. Jeez. I'm almost rambling right now, so I'm gonna have to end this video. What do you guys do with suspicious packages? What do you guys do with lost property? How do you differentiate the two? Just by concept, by theory. I personally establish a baseline of behaviors at my workplace, and anything that's outside of the baseline of behaviors is an anomaly, and I treat it a lot differently with caution. But guys, if you get criminal threats with a suspicious package, you're gonna have to evacuate. And again, this is my personal opinion. This is not following your SOPs. Follow your SOPs. You're gonna have to evacuate. Okay. There's other channels out there, security channels, that are very helpful. If you are listening, you have a security channel, please do me a huge favor. There's a website that tells you what the distance you should evacuate property is depending on the size of the package. I can't find that information. Whoever posts this information out there, or whoever provides useful content, you guys should be following those channels, by the way. So if anybody happens to know where I can find that information, just please post it. You're more than welcome to do that, and it's going to help our security community out as well. But you want to follow those guidelines. But yeah, yes, it's probably time to evacuate. Probably want to clear it up with your management, clear up with your supervisor, because when you start evacuating or setting perimeters in certain areas, you take away business from that property. And when you take away business or you restrict business, you're taking away revenue, money flow into the coffers. Let me know what your thoughts are. Looking forward to the discussion. Take care.